Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. Now, 2017 was a really rough year for our family. My brother died unexpectedly. 3 weeks and a day later, my mom passed. And then a few months later, my sister was diagnosed with breast cancer. Fortunately for her and our whole family, after chemo, radiation, and surgery, she won. And so I am making two shirts, one for her, one for my sister-in-law, that on the front say I won, and on the back it'll say a mammogram saved my life. The shirt's black, the IWN and a mammogram saved my life will be in white HTV, and then this rhinestone template that I made on Sure Cuts A Lot will be out of a bright blingy pink holographic HTV. The text I used for the I1, other than the O of course, was Adobe Gothic Standard that just came on my computer, and the text that I used for the mammogram Save My Life saying was Amelia, which you can get for free on defont.com. So let me go ahead and click Make It. I want to be sure and mirror everything that I have. Go ahead and come down here and mirror this one as well while I'm thinking about it. Go ahead and click Continue. And then I'm just using everyday white iron-on, so I'll click it. I have my fine point blade in. So I'll go ahead and turn my camera around so that you can see the cut. So the materials that I'm using are this black V-neck t-shirt, and then this bright blingy, it's a Cricut brand holographic HTV. And then the last one here is something I got off of Amazon. It was a very, very good buy. Assuming it's still available, I'll go ahead and link to this in the description below. Now, just like with most HTVs, you put this on carrier sheet side down. That's the shinier side. If you are not able to tell which is the shiniest side, you can take something like the end of a scissors or a weeding tool, and you can kind of scratch on each side. I can scratch through this side, so it is the actual heat transfer vinyl. The carrier sheet side, it is harder and tougher. You don't cut through it nearly as easily, and that's how you can identify it. I have my fine point blade in. I just put it in before I started the video, and I checked to make sure it was clean. So we'll go ahead and load and cut. Okay, so I'll find the cut and I'll just trim off the vinyl below it. And then I have enough of a small scrap here that I'll go ahead and keep that. Then I also think I'll go ahead and separate these two since I'm going to be placing them on different sides of the shirt anyway. Heat transfer vinyl is usually pretty easy to weed. I just grab down at one corner, pull up on it, and start peeling it back. So you can make out what it says, but we need to get all the insides out. Okay, I think I have all the insides out of this. So now Now this layer will be super simple. So my machine is prompting me to go ahead and move to the second layer. And so that is this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous holographic vinyl glitter. Here's the actual label for it. Holographic Sparkle Iron-On by Cricut. It does say to use just your standard grit mat. Okay, this is really, really tedious and tough to weed. I think I'm going to go ahead and recut it using extra pressure. Oh, I just discovered. Okay, I still had it set to everyday iron on, so that was my fault. Okay, so there is a cut setting for Cricut Holographic Sparkle Iron On. So that's what I selected this time. Okay, hopefully this is a good sign. I can see the cut through the HTV better this time. I can't believe I forgot to change the setting. Okay, so again, we start at the corner, and this is tough to get through. Much tougher than regular HTV. Oh, wow, that is so nice. So much better than what I was doing before. I just got on autopilot and forgot to think. See, I had used the silver of this before, and it was perfect. So I wondered, what was it about the pink that made it so different? And it was just me. Okay, a little stuck here. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off so it wouldn't accidentally transfer to my shirt. But look at that. Very pretty. Now here's what you have to consider. You have to consider how long do you press this at what temperature, and how long do you press this at what temperature, because you don't want to burn either one of them. So this one can't take as much heat, so I'll need to start with this one. To start with this one though, I need to know where it goes. So I still will go ahead and place my design down. I want to find the center of it. So I'm going to put the edges of the letters together and then just make a crease at the center of the design. Now my crease is right here, so I want that to go pretty much under the V. Now when you have just a regular crew neck, you start about 3 inches down, so I'll kind of mimic that. Boy, is my centering that far off. It's about 6 to that side and just over 5 to that side. So, something's not right. Maybe this isn't in the center. Who knows? I'm just going to do the best I can. Okay, that's pretty close. And of course, my bling will be offset. It'll be way over here, but I think that looks fine. So I'll go ahead and keep my white down for now until I get my pink where I think it goes. Okay, I think I'll go with that. Now, here's my problem. I'm not going to have preheated, but I'm going for it. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it with my Teflon sheet. Okay, I have my easy press at 330 for 30 seconds. And remember, we were starting with just light pressure. Then it said to flip it over and heat it from the back for 15 seconds. So it should be right under there. So I'll just stop this when it gets to 15. I'm going to go ahead and put a little more pressure on it this time. Then remember it said to do a cold peel. So I think I'll go ahead and move up to the top of my shirt. Now, where should I put this design? You want to make sure it's lower than your rounded shoulders. I think if it's in about the center of the arm hole, I think that'd be fine. Now my shirt's still a little bit warm, so that's kind of like preheating, right? And then I think my design is right down here. Yes, it ends about here, so I'll stay off of that. So my easy press is a little bit hotter than what it called for this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Make sure I'm over the entire design. And then this is a cold peel as well. Okay, let's see how this comes off. Now let's see if I have any better luck getting the rest of these faux rhinestones to let go. Well, a little better, but I still have 5 that didn't stay down. Finally, success. Now I'm just going to give this one more good press. It's not all the way up to 300 degrees, but you don't even have to do this. I just like to do it just to try to get any that didn't adhere super well to have a better bond to the shirt. Now here's my final product. I really like the design, and I love the back. A mammogram saved my life. So to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, if you haven't had your mammogram lately, make your appointment. It could save your life as well. Thanks for joining me. I'm Marilyn. Bye-bye.